So welcome for everyone that's jumped on the Zoom, and this masterclass is on AI, and specifically AI for female entrepreneurs, because that at GEM, that's kind of our focus, is helping the girls kind of get their businesses up and running and thriving. There's a lot of fear around AI, and I've heard a lot of it. AI is only as good as the operator or as bad as the operator. And I'm gonna show you that. So what I'm going to show you, one of the things I'm going to show you here today is the difference between just using AI and using what we call prompt engineering. It's a different way to use AI, and you will notice the remarkable difference in the output of what you get. So at the moment, what we're doing is we're going to AI and we're saying, write us an email, and it's writing an email. And then we'll say, give us another email, and it'll write another one, and they kind of look similar. There's a way to use AI that is going to blow your mind in the output that it's going to get. There are a lot of writers, content creators, copywriters. In fact, I just said earlier before we jumped on, I'm connected to a whole group of copywriters that are doing something called prompt engineering. So that in itself, somebody has expressed, well, I'm worried about AI taking over copywriters' jobs or taking over journalists' jobs and things like that. To a certain degree, sure. I used to pay a copywriter $1,000 a page. Ridiculous. I've had quotes of $9,000 for a page, a landing page copy. Utterly ridiculous in my view. And so that's no longer needed. Those exorbitant rates are no longer needed. But those copywriters are still going to have a position as long as they get on board with this. If they resist it and fight it and they're like, I hate it and I'm never going to use it and I'm just going to do my own thing, they will get left behind. So as with all technology, people have to adapt and keep moving forward. You've got to find your niche within it and keep moving forward. And there is a niche for people in the copywriting field, in as far as good copy won't come out of bad prompts. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So a good copywriter with a vast understanding of the formats of different copy is still going to have a good position, still using things like ChatGPT, and ChatGPT-4 has just been released. So I'll explain all of that, what I'm talking about for you. So let's have a little look. So the way I've got this planned for you today is I've got a little bit of a presentation to look at first, and then I'm going to take you into each of the AI sites that I talk about and show you them and show you how they operate. And then I'll probably take you into our site and show you how we incorporate the AI in our everyday work as well. And we are just releasing actual AI technology into our site as well. So it's going to make things super easy for everybody. So give me a second. I'm just going to share screen to show you where we are at. Okay, so AI for predominantly female entrepreneurs or anyone that identifies with our vibe. So if you love the pink and you love the vibe of GEM, you are more than welcome. It's not just females, but it's females and anyone that identifies with that vibe as well. And so it's presented to you. For those of you, most of you here know GEM software, but if anyone watching this that doesn't know GEM software, it's an all-in-one software for female entrepreneurs. And we do sometimes run these masterclasses open to everyone just on new things that are coming up. So the great replacement is here, which I've heard it referred to as the great replacement. And in some incidences, it is a replacement, but in a lot, it is an enhancement. And for those that understand it, it's more an enhancement than it is a replacement. It's faster and it's smarter than humans. And you'll see evidence of that in a moment. It can produce for you email copy, blog copy, anything you like in seconds. in any style you want. And that's part of the prompt engineering that I'm going to talk to you about. It doesn't need breaks. It doesn't go on holidays. And if you're a person that likes to work at 2 o'clock in the morning, it likes to work at 2 o'clock in the morning as well. So it's going to write those emails for you at 2 o'clock in the morning if you want it to. You are all currently using AI, whether you know it or not. If you use Netflix, you are using AI. AI is what finds what you like to watch and shows you more of that. So the AI in Netflix is constantly recording the type of shows you predominantly like to watch and then showing you more of that. If you have Alexa or Siri or Google or any of those talking robots in your house or on your phone, you're using AI. If you have a smartphone, you're already using AI and have been using it for a while. If you pick your phone up and you look at it and it opens. If you have the face recognition to unlock your phone, you're using AI. So we've been using it for a long time. It's just that it hasn't been so prominent and in our faces until really ChatGPT came out. That was the first one. I mean, we've been using things like Jarvis and all of those, which I'll mention in a minute, which is a copywriting AI. But when ChatGPT came out, there was a big buzz and all of a sudden everybody was like, oh, let me play with this thing. So in 2015, Elon Musk and a guy called Sam Altman created OpenAI, which is the company that runs ChatGPT, and it also runs DALL-E, which is the image creation site, which I'm going to show you as well. And 2020, there's zero missing there. OpenAI announced ChatGPT 3, which is the one that most of you have been using. And it's a language model, and they released it free, and it still is free, so that everybody could keep inputting and getting this thing to do things, so it could keep learning. So it's trained on a language model, and it uses internet databases. 2021, it opened DALL-E, which is the image creator, which I'll show you in a second. And then 2022, this is when all the buzz happened. It released the free preview of ChatGPT. ChatGPT 4 has just been released. It's paid, I think it's $30 a month. And if you think ChatGPT, the one that you have access to, is good, this one is phenomenal. So in February 2023, ChatGPT gained 100 million users in 2 months. So that's what the buzz was. All of a sudden, it was the buzz. It went through everywhere, and everybody knew about this. But back in 2019, ChatGPT partnered with a company that goes by Jasper AI. We have had, if you've been in GEM for a while, you know about Jasper AI. We even had the access to it inside the software platform. Now, Jasper AI is specifically a copywriting program, and it is different in that it uses ChatGPT's AI format, but it's done most of the input for you. So in Jasper, you can go to a section in Jasper and you can have it write and add under the Ada copywriting system, or you can have it write and add under a different system. And what it's done is already input the information for you. So it's just made it a little bit more slick if you're using Jasper. So what it's done, it's already done the prompts for you. So prompt mastery is, if you put garbage into AI, you'll get garbage out, guaranteed. If you say, write me an email about my business of massage, it'll write you an email about your business of massage, but it's not going to be great because you haven't given it the prompt that it should need. So it's not the AI, it's you. And that's going to be the way with all AI. It's not the AI, it's the operator of the AI. And so some people are never going to get great results with AI. But some people who have the skills, who know language models, who know copywriting skills, who know the different formats for copywriting, all of that they're going to get excellent results with AI. Now, there's for those people that are worried about, if copywriters are going to be out of a job, they're not going to be out of a job. Their job has just got better because, say there's a normal business owner, they're using ChatGPT to write their emails, and after a while, every friggin' email sounds the same. It's got the same catchphrases in it. It's laid out the same. Everything's the same. That's because the person inputting the prompt is not understanding of the engineering behind the prompt. So they don't understand the format for ads. They don't understand the different formats that you would use in copywriting, for instance, whereas a copywriter would. So this is where it opens up for those people, and it's just going to make, if they're smart enough, it's going to make their job better, and it's going to make their job faster. So for example, I've got a couple of examples here for you. A bad example of a prompt into ChatGPT is: write a story about a female entrepreneur who never had enough time or money, who found Gem software. Now, this is also assuming that we've already been in ChatGPT and it knows about Gem software, right? Because ChatGPT, if you're working in it, it remembers what's in it. So this is a bad example. And this is what it would give you for a bad example. And it's not too bad. For most of us, we'll go, oh, that's pretty good, So Sophie was a woman with big dreams. She always wanted to start her own business, but there was never enough time or money. She worked long hours as a waitress to make ends meet. And whenever she had a spare moment, she'd try to come up with ideas for a business. One day, while scrolling through a social media feed, she stumbled upon an ad for Gem software. The ad promised to streamline business operations time, ultimately increase profits. Intrigued, Sophie decided to check it out. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you can see it there. You can read it for yourself if you want. So it's okay. It's not horrible. It's okay. And it's pretty good from the prompt that was given. So if you were new to using this AI software and you put that in and it spat this out, you'd be like, far out. That's friggin' awesome. Like, look at this. It wrote me this story, right? But if you're a little bit more experienced with AI, you can learn to write, and you understand prompt engineering. You can write a better prompt and get a much better outcome. Don't be afraid with working with your AI to write as long a prompt as you want, because a lot of us are like, we feel that it's a fast thing, so it's going to spit things out for a fast, so we have to give it a fast and a short instruction. But that's not actually the case. The better the instruction, the better the output. So this is an example of a good prompt that you would give your ChatGPT, right? So write an allegorical story in the first person point of view that highlights the emotional pain of a female entrepreneur with no time or money, and how Gem, the all-in-one software, helped them overcome their problem. Write in the tone and style of Werner Herzog, who is, if you've ever watched a documentary and it's been dramatic, and at the end of it, you've been like, oh my God, I think I want to die. It's very, very dramatic documentary maker and writer. The thing is, ChatGPT knows everyone. You can say, write in the style of, and put any author you love, any celebrity you love, write in the style of Chris Rock, the comedian, if you want. ChatGPT knows that person, knows their language model, and will write in that style. So it's always a good idea to give it a style to write in. So write in the tone and style of Werner Herzog. Context. You always have to give ChatGPT some context. Gem has unlimited funnels, websites, online courses, CRM, forms, survey, blog creator, social media schedule, blah, blah, blah. So you give it the context, and then you ask it to write this. This is the difference between the previous story that it wrote and this story. So this story, which I'll read a little bit more of: as I walked through the desert of my own existence, I felt the harsh winds of life tearing at my soul. I was a female entrepreneur with no time or money, struggling to keep my head above water in a sea of competitors. I had dreams of success, but they felt as distant as the stars in the sky. Then I discovered Gem, the all-in-one software that promised to be the solution to my problems. At first, I was skeptical. How could one software do everything that I needed to succeed in my business? But as I began to explore its unlimited funnels, websites, online courses, blah, 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 with Gem, I was no longer drowning in paperwork and disorganized spreadsheets. I could now manage my orders, track my inventory, and process payments with ease. The blog creator helped me to connect with my customers, and the social media scheduler allowed me to reach a wider audience. I could even automate my workflows with email, text, voice messages. As I used Gem to build my business, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. No longer was I struggling to keep up with the demands of my industry. I was able to focus on my passion, my vision, and my future. The emotional pain that I'd carried with me for so long began to fade away. I was no longer a victim of my circumstances, but a warrior fighting for my dreams. As I looked out over the horizon, I knew that anything was possible. Gem had given me the tools that I needed to succeed. It had helped me overcome the obstacles that had held me back for so long. And as I continued to use its powerful features, I knew that I would reach new heights of success. In the end, my journey was not just about business, but about the triumph of the human spirit. And with Gem by my side, I knew that I could conquer anything that life threw my way. How freaking awesome is that compared to the other one, which is like facts, 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 facts. So the moral of this, that's like a really cool story there. I might put that into a blog. The moral of the story is AI can only be as good as you are. And it can only do as much as you input it. So if you know writing styles, you're better off with AI. If you know authors that you love, if you know the framework for different ad styles, if you know the framework for different copywriting styles, all of that knowledge that you have is useful here. It's not like this is going to take over your job. It can't take over your job, but it very definitely can enhance your job. So when you are putting prompts into ChatGPT, be super descriptive. Make sure that, I've got to keep moving us out of the way. Make sure that you describe the style you want it in, the pain points you want addressed. Don't be afraid to write really long prompts that are super, super specific. The better you can write the prompt, the better your outcome is going to be with Gem, with ChatGPT. So you know that we've all used it for emails. So most of us, the ones that I can see on here, have used it for emails. And we've used it for emails. And the good thing is with ChatGPT, it remembers what you're talking about. So you can just write the next prompt, write me another email, write me another email, write me another email. And it will just keep doing that. But if you were to give it a little bit more specific information as far as writing the email, so write an email in the style of belles lettres, which just means fluid writing, fancy writing. It's just a writing style. Outlining the pain of having to manage multiple software to run your business as a female entrepreneur, and showcase the alternative being Gem software. So it writes a very nice sounding, very fluid, easy to read email. So you can see that there. You don't need to read it, but you can have the PDF if you really want to read these things. So this is a really nice email. This would be an email that people would open and read and think, wow, you know, that's really good, and I'll probably have a look into that. You could even say on the same thread, because like I say, ChatGPT will remember what you're talking about as you keep asking more and more prompts. So the next prompt I said was, now write this same email in the style of Dr. Seuss, which it did. So it wrote, oh, the pain, it's such a drain. So we now have like a Dr. Seuss style email. So it's not a bad idea, if you're going to be using this, to have a good look at writing styles, have a good look at authors, have a good look at, I don't know, documentary. It would be really cool to get it to write in the style of, what's the guy that does all the nature documentaries? I can't think of his name.
David Attenborough.
David Attenborough, yeah, right in the style of David Attenborough, and see what it comes up with. You know, super cool. Don't be afraid to, when you use Chat GPT, to really give it really super specific, detailed prompts, and always remember the stages of what you're giving it to do. So you want the email written in this particular style, you want to address this particular pain point, you want to highlight this, and then maybe you want a call to action at the end. So rather than just write me an email about this, say, give it all the steps you want. So that's called prompt engineering or prompt mastery. And so it's only as good as you're going to get. So it's not just like a little thing that you play around with and then, you know, just you get sick of it because it keeps spitting out the same email. It's spitting out the same email because you're giving it the same prompt all the time. So this is just an idea, this here, that I'm going to show you of how you can use AI or how you can use Chat GPT specifically to help you build out your whole business from conception to like launch, basically. So creating something. I've just put business. I haven't put like a specific type of business, but it could be any business. It could be, you know, a skincare line or a candle business or anything you want. The first thing you could do is you could get Chat GPT to give you a product name. So you would input all the information, the vibe you wanted to get across, the avatar, the ideal audience you want it to appeal to, and Chat GPT will spit out the perfect names, a series of perfect names for you. You can then get it to write a tagline, and also you would input once again, you would input, this is my customer avatar. This is my perfect client. This is the feeling I want to get across. This is the pain point I want to address. All of that, and it will just spit out the perfect taglines. If you just asked it, write me a tagline, it'll write you a tagline for sure, but it's not going to be any good. So remember, you want to address all of those. Who's your perfect avatar? What are their pain points? What do they want to achieve? All of that. Give ChatGPT all of that information. Then you can get it to write out a product description for you or a business description. You can get it then to list the key benefits for you that emphasize, you know, the effectiveness of your business or the you know, the good points that you have there. You can get it to then write a series of social media posts targeting certain features about your business. You can get it to write email subject lines. And we're going to look at an AI program there where you can put your headlines in and check whether they're going to be a winning headline or not. So I'll show you that in a sec. You can then get it to write the emails if you want. You can get it to write a product review for you. You can get it to write a call to action. You can get it to do a comparison between your business and all similar products on the market, or your company and all similar companies on the market, because Chat GPT knows all the other companies and everything about them. So you can say, I could say for my company, Gem, I could say, give me a comparison between Gem software and ClickFunnels and this and this and this, and it will bring that comparison to me. You can get it to write a script, a VSL, a video sales letter, or a 30-second TV commercial script. I've had it write video sales letters for me. You can get it to generate a series of frequently asked questions. Now, a lot of time when we build either a sales funnel or a website for somebody, we always like to put a series of frequently asked questions in there. And insider tip, those questions have never really been asked. They're not questions that people have actually asked us. What they are is they are questions designed to bust any objections that the person may be subconsciously brewing up as they're reading your landing page or your website. Things are popping up in that person's mind like, oh, what if this happens? Or what if I do this? Or what if this is the way it is? Or something like those. Those things are bubbling up in their minds as they're reading your presentation, your landing page, whatever. So the frequently asked questions area is a block busting area. So any blocks, any resistance, we use frequently asked questions to break them down. So basically we're calling out every thought that has happened in that person's mind as they've read that. Now, usually we have to do it ourselves. We have to think, okay, what else could possibly be stopping this person from taking action? It might be that they don't have a 30-day guarantee. Okay, so then we do a frequently asked questions. What happens if I change my mind in 30 days? We have a 30-day guarantee. So that you can see that that's basically what frequently asked questions are. But ChatGPT can bring you all those frequently asked questions, and probably better than you could have thought of yourself as well. It can write a series of blog posts for your business, can even generate graphics and visuals, and that's its partner program. And it can generate a series of promotional offers. This one's super important. I inputted yesterday, because I was playing around with this. I inputted yesterday for it to write me a promotional offer. And I told it what the business was, and I told it what the extras we have and all sorts of things. And it wrote the most outstanding promotional offer that I probably will use. So let me just say, it's smarter. It's smarter than me. And so I rely on it for some things. It'll write a series of content pieces for you. It'll write, you can get it to generate a list of competitor analysis. You can get it to write a marketing budget, which is super, super cool. It can generate a series of content calendars for you. So if you say you need a calendar to outline when is the best time to put the different content out, it can do that for you. It can even write the landing page copy for you. It can do the forms for your business. It can do the calls to action, and it can do the emails, like we've said. It can also, and I probably can't see it there, it might be down the bottom. There it is. It can also write code. So for those of you that are a little bit more techie and you want some code for your website to, make something whiz across the page, or bounce up and down, or zoom in and out, or basically anything, any kind of movement, any cool things you want on your page, you can just input that into ChatGPT, which I've done as well. And you can write me some code to make this headline move across the page, swing in from the right, and display in rainbow colors. And then it will write the code for you. And then you just input that code into what you're building. There's a lot of people, very techie people, that are using it to write really, really good code at the moment. So there's no barrier. Before, we had to be computer scientists. We had to go off and study code. We had to study copywriting. We had to do a lot of things. Now it's kind of lifted that barrier. It's made things a lot easier for us. We still have to know a bit. So there's not don't be really lazy, because then your outputs will look really lazy and they'll never be amazing. Still learn what you need to learn, but this will just do it faster for you. So in talking about the mastery of prompts, this is Jasper. Now, Jasper has done it all for you. So Jasper has, and they've been around for a long time. I've been using Jasper for quite a few years. So Jasper already has the AIDA framework, which is a framework if you're writing ads or something. It's attention, interest, desire, action. And it already has that prompt. You don't have to worry about that. It already has, there's a heap, I only just took a screenshot, but it already has all the copywriting prompts in it for Jasper. So if you don't want to learn what those prompts are and be super descriptive with ChatGPT, which is the free program, you can have Jasper, which is a paid program, and you just click on the one you want. I want it to, it'll even take copy. So you can drop copy into it, and it will reform it to a professional copywritten format. Jasper GPT, I still have it. I use Jasper. I use ChatGPT, but I also use Jasper because Jasper's already got the prompts in there. I don't have to think about what I need it to do. Now, I'm just checking in to see if everyone's still with me, and understanding. Who's used Chat GPT but feels like they haven't quite used it to the full potential? So who's put lazy prompts in and then just taken that because that's super cool? Yeah. I'll put my hand up too. I've put some really freaking lazy prompts in just because I was in a hurry. And I've even had it kind of write an email for me and then just dropped another headline, do this email, dropped another headline, do this email, and it'll do it. But they'll all be quite similar. So really, when you're using it, really think about all the pain points, who you're speaking to, the same as you would normally, who your avatar is, what you're trying to get across, what the pain points are, all of that. So you can use AI to build and scale your business. So I'm going to show you some of these here. So consider that building your business, and I've spoken to so many people about this, and if you're already in GEM, you're probably friggin' sick of me banging on about how important your email list is, your nurture sequence is, and all of that. But I am a very big believer of, if you do not have an email database, you do not have a business. You might think you have a business because you've got a Facebook group full of people, or you've got a presence on social media, but that you don't own that. You don't have control of that. Facebook can shut down your group in overnight. You can wake up the next morning and your 27,000 people that you thought was your business hub that you were marketing to have all disappeared, and you have no idea to get them back. You don't know their emails, you don't have their phone numbers, you don't have anything. So I'm always a big promoter to everybody that's in GEM software is gather the emails, and if you can, also the mobile numbers, the contact details of every single person in your group. We have a way of doing that. We've created a way for everybody to do that. But it's super, super important. So email marketing has always been and will always continue to be king, even though these fancy kind of new platforms come and we all kind of forget about our email marketing because we've got a Facebook group or because we've got this or that, and we let our email marketing slip and go to the side. It has been king forever and always will be. And the reason is because social media is changing and it's going to change. And at the moment, there's a lot of chat about, oh no, Meta is going to make us pay for Facebook. I'm out of here. I'm going to Gab. I'm going to whatever the others are. I can't think of any right now. I'm going to Telegram. I'm going to WhatsApp. I'm going to Instagram. I'm going to TikTok. I'm going here. I'm going there. And so your database, your following could fracture in overnight into a million pieces, into a million different directions. You do not want to be the business owner that is trying to then scramble to build the profile on every single thing and gather your people back. That would be a friggin' nightmare. So you want to make sure that you have your email database, and if you have an email database, you also want to make sure that you are nurturing those people. And so when I talk about that, I talk about what is called a nurture sequence, which is like a value email that just goes out mine goes out every 7 days. It could go out every month if you wanted. It could go every fortnight if you wanted, but it goes out consistently all the time, gives people value, always has a bit of a call to action there. The way we do it, we've got nice buttons at the bottom that they can click on if they want, put the value in the copy, and then there's still nice buttons at the bottom. If they want to click, they can. That can just nurture your people. I've got people on my email database that have been there for more than 10 years, some maybe 15 years. And they just get the emails. They might not open them and they might not read them all. They might read one where the headline really grabs them. But they're not jumping off because they have kind of a feeling of loyalty, or they don't want to miss out on what potentially could be coming. They know that from time to time you do something awesome and they don't want to miss that out. So they just keep getting the emails. The other good thing about having the email nurture sequence is that you're forefront of mind. every week you pop into their mind because they see your email. They might not open it, but at least you're forefront of mind, so that if they're ever looking for the service that you do and they're thinking, oh, who can I get my, I'm on the massage thing today. It's probably because Michelle's right in front of me. My back's really aching. Who can I get for a massage? Oh, Michelle, I see her email every week. Of course, she does massage. I'll get her. But if you're not sending those emails out every week in a nurture sequence, then you're not forefront of mind. Then when they say, oh, I need a massage, now I've got to go and look for someone, or I've got to ask on Facebook, who's can they recommend? And what could be your client has just wandered off somewhere else because you haven't been nurturing them in an email sequence. So that's my little rant about how important that is. It really is super important. Now, the things that we have to make your email marketing more awesome than anyone else's. One, we have ChatGPT, and you have prompt mastery. So you have the knowledge of how to input into ChatGPT for the best outcome. Please write an email for me. And I've noticed if you say please to ChatGPT, it becomes really polite. It like answers you back in a really polite manner. But if you input into something like ChatGPT, write me an email outlining the, in a certain style, outlining the difficulty it is to get by every day if you've got nagging pain. Write it specifically aimed at mothers with young children, and tell it blah, blah, blah. If you gave it all of that input, it would write you an awesome email. So that's number one. You've got ChatGPT that can write these, and then you can just get it to write more and more and more. The other thing that we've got that I'm going to show you is something called Headline Pro. Headline Pro, because you can get ChatGPT to write, firstly, write me 20 email headlines. This is my business. This is my avatar. This is their pain point. This is what I'm trying to get across. Now give me 20 or 50 email headlines, and it will write them one after the other. It will write these email headlines. And then you can take those headlines and you can put them into a program called Headline Pro. Now, Headline Pro will assess that headline, and it will give you a score as to whether that headline is something that people are going to respond to, they're going to click on, or whether it's just nothing, or whether it doesn't make sense. Because I, for one, speak in a way that some people just don't understand. And I know that. I can say things in a sentence structure and people are like, what? I don't even know what that means. In my mind, I know what I mean, but it's not generically understandable. So Headline Pro will say, that's not understandable to people. Hemingway is another program I'm going to show you, and that's where you'll put the copy in. And you'll see when I show you, I've put some of my copy in, and most of it, it's highlighted, not like this is a sentence that people won't understand. This is a sentence that people won't understand. So it's highlighted a lot that's like, well, a normal person won't know what you're talking about. So Headline Pro will do your headline, Hemingway will do your copy, ChatGPT will write it for you. There's a program called Seventh Sense, which I'll show you as well. And this is an AI program that understands the best time for your email to land for that person. We in GEM have that anyway. So if you're in GEM, you don't need Seventh Sense. But if you're in another program and you're doing an email blast and you blast out the email and it just goes out to everybody, what can happen is if you have, say you've sent an email to a company, to multiple people in a company, if that email lands to all of them at the same time in that company, they'll all go to spam, because that company's email filter will recognize that all of them have the same email, so it must be spam. So they'll never see the email. Whereas Seventh Sense can do it, but GEM can do it as well, where we drip the email. So an email goes every minute or every 5 minutes or whatever you want. And it staggers. So it will land in that person's email and it will be received, and that will land in the next one, then it will land in the next one, then it will land in the next one. And so all the emails will land properly. So consider this also if you are already a gem person and you're doing an email blast to your 3,000 nurture sequence database. And it's like an email that you want to kind of alert everyone to, and you do it separately from your nurture sequence. Drip it so that it works. But Seventh Sense is another program that will do it. And also automated workflows, which I'll show you as well. So all of this leads to great email, which leads to great business building. And building and being able to scale your email. So I'm going to show you those programs in a minute. So I'm going to take you through partially this, and then I'm going to stop this so I can actually go into all the programs and show you. I'm also going to show you how I created an Oracle card deck in 5 hours. So, you know, traditionally in the past, creating an Oracle deck, creating an ebook, anything like that, would have just been a job, especially the artwork. I've since worked with a lot of people in my coaching, and some people in my coaching have been trying to do Oracle cards, and then they got an artist to do, I don't know how friggin' expensive that was, but an artist to do every image for every card. They got their book to get a children's book published, paid $10,000 to get images done for the book. She's since gone into my programs and just done it all free, just as part of the coaching. So the way that I created this Oracle card deck, firstly, I went into ChatGPT and I asked for 100 topics, not 100 up front. I just got, 30 at a time. Topics for an Oracle deck, and it understands what an Oracle deck is, so you don't have to explain to ChatGPT what an Oracle deck is, for female entrepreneurs with a new age feel. So I wanted something that could weave the entrepreneurial side of life with the spiritual side of life. That's all I gave it. And then what I did, and it gave me, I've got 100 of those cards, right? And then I took each topic and I put it into ChatGPT as well. And I said, now write me a short description or an exercise for each of these, for your little booklet. And then I went to Midjourney and I created the image. I asked it to create the image. So this is the image. This here is just a few of the topics. So you can see my prompt at the top there. Write some topics for a deck of Oracle cards designed for female entrepreneurs with a new age vibe, a card they can pull each day that will give them some entrepreneurial guidance with their business. So this is just some of them. Abundance mindset, how to attract more wealth and prosperity, self-care for success, why taking care of yourself is vital for your business growth, manifesting your dream clients, learn how to attract your ideal clients and customers, building a support system, why having a community is essential for business success, balancing work and play, tips on how to create a healthy work-life balance, navigating challenges, finding your unique voice, embracing change, taking inspired action, collaborating for success, creating a sustainable business, tapping into your intuition, how to trust your inner voice and use it to guide your business decisions, boosting your confidence, goal setting for success, embracing abundance. There's 100 of them. That's only 15. This thing produced 100 Oracle cards. Phenomenal. And it did it in no time at all. Coming up with those myself probably would not be possible, but would have taken months of just, oh yeah, I can do that card. Oh, I can do that card. So that's what it did. It produced 100 of them. So then I took each one separately and I said, can you write a short description for each of these cards for me? So inspired action, having big dreams and goals is exciting, but taking intentional steps towards them that will bring them to life. Taking inspired action means taking intentional and aligned steps towards your vision, guided by your intuition and inner wisdom. Start by breaking down your goals into smaller, actionable steps that you can take each day. Celebrate each small win along the way and keep the bigger picture in mind. Cultivate a practice of mindfulness and self-reflection to help you stay connected to your intuition and inner guidance. Remember that taking action doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be intentional and authentic to you. Keep moving forward one step at a time and trust that the universe is working in your favor. So you can see that ChatGPT, even in its descriptions, has written its descriptions for my style, for entrepreneurial business and spirituality mixed together. That, the whole thing, the whole 100 cards, plus the 100 descriptions, plus the image took me 5 hours. Never in the history of ever has anyone ever been able to create an oracle deck in 5 hours. Never. It's been a year. It's been 2 years. Someone I know has been 3 years working on their oracle deck. And this is where it changes for us. Let me just change. So we're going to take a look at some programs. I'm going to run through here and show you what we're going to look at. We're going to look at ChatGPT for those people that have not seen it. I'm going to open it up so that you can see it. We're going to look at Headline Pro, where we can drop some headlines in and get, and I'm going to get some interaction from the girls that are on here. So if you can think of some headlines, let me know and I'll drop them in Headline Pro for you. We're going to look at Hemingway. Hemingway is free. Hemingway has been around for at least 10 years. It's not new. And it just sits as a little app on your desktop. DALL-E and that should say E, and Midjourney. Midjourney is my preference for image creation. I'm going to show you both of those, but definitely Midjourney is the better of the two. Synthesia is an AI avatar video creator. So you can use the AI avatars that they have. Now, keep in mind, this is all relatively new, but it's pretty awesome for what it is. It's only going to get better. And I'll show you a video for that. It's only going to get better and better. You can, even if you want to upgrade and you want to like pay more for the system. And I've like tested it out, but I haven't paid for it because I don't consider myself to be avatar worthy. So I thought, no, I'll use some other avatar. But you can go through a series of what you do is you will read something out on the screen and it will record you. It will record you reading it, your facial expressions. What you're reading is actually telling you to do different facial expressions, different hand movements, all of that sort of thing. It takes that information and it creates an avatar for you. And then you read your voice into a part of it as well. And it takes your voice. So you can have an avatar that is your face, your voice, that all you need to do. So this is my thinking for this. Say you wanted to do a whole training series. We have inside Gem, we've got the training and support section. Say we wanted to do new videos for training and support. I don't always look like this with makeup on and stuff. Generally, most of the time, I do not look like this. I do not look presentable. So if I did my avatar once like this with makeup on, earrings, the works, and then for every training and support video, all I had to do was type the words in and here my avatar would be saying it and like being expressive and all of that. You never have to put makeup on again. So you can create your whole video training series just by typing it. Whereas now what we have to do is, because I work with a lot of people, especially in the coaching, where we're doing things like training videos or building memberships or online courses or things like that. And we say, that's the hardest part, is getting all done up to do your videos, right? So if you didn't have to do that, how easy would it be that you could just input the text and your avatar will just say it, and it says it pretty good too. Let me tell you, it's not perfect. It's not like me talking to you right now, but it's getting really close. So this is one of my favorites, as you can see, because it saves a lot of doing the thing. SoundDraw AI is royalty-free music that is AI generated for you, so you can have your own theme song for a podcast. can never get busted because it's copywritten from someone else. It's generated for you. It's yours. You can have your own music for meditations, music for background videos, music for activations, anything you want. You can generate your music. So we'll have a quick look at that as well as to how that one works. Video AI. I shared this with Lana, one of my coaching girls. And how awesome is it, Lana? If you're there, just unmute and let us know how freaking cool this one is.
It is amazing.
Yeah, it's
totally amazing. It saved me, I think, about 10 hours of editing.
Yep.
In 5 minutes.
I know, it's awesome.
It took 5 minutes to scan a 40-minute video, created 10 different formats of video, so you can select whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform, it's got them all, and created 10 videos that had captions and everything on it. It was freaking amazing.
Remember back in the day when we used to do those videos, you know, when it first came out, maybe it was 5 years ago, we were all into it and we were doing those short videos, not like TikTok because it wasn't around, but those short little videos that had the caption at the top and the words that, as you were saying, happening. What video AI does is you can upload a video of you talking. So maybe you've done a presentation, you've done a talk or something. You can upload that to Video AI, and what it will do is it will pull out, and in context too, it somehow knows the gems of wisdom that you've said in all of that 40 minutes. It will grab that gem of wisdom, it will put it into a format of like a reel or something like that, and it will put the captions on for you so that you can just use that little snippet as an advertising or as content for your social media. So I'll show you that one as well. That one's super cool. Otter AI will really only appeal to people if you are either studying. This will be awesome, because what this does, it transcribes audio in real time for you. So right now, if we had Otter AI running, it will be writing the whole transcription of everything that's being said. So it saves you taking notes. So you could have it on your laptop or wherever, go to your lecture, or if you have meetings with your team, it will transcribe the whole meeting for you so that you've got that in a transcription as well. So that's Otter AI. GPT Boss. This, I've played with this. I don't really use it, but I've played with it. This is where you can have AI staff for your business. Sounds awesome. They can't actually do too much, but they're there for help with SEO. You can have an SEO specialist. You could have a marketing manager. You could even have a therapist if you want. And these are all additional staff in your business. So I'll show you that one as well. And just a couple of fun ones I'm going to show you as well. This one, try it on AI. Ta-da! You don't even have to have a photo shoot. All you do with this one is you upload some images, just raw images of yourself, maybe as many as you can find. So it might be like 10 or 20. And then you pick what style you want. So you might want professional portraits for business, or you might want fun things or something like that. And the AI will just create them and spit them out. I know people on social media that are using these as their images. And I'm like, I know what that is. So yeah, this is and it's good too, because it gave me all different hair colors, so I can see what hair color to go next. It's done like pale pink, it's done blue hair, it even gave me a different hairstyle. It was super cool, super fun. $25 all it costs, and it gives you like 100 photos or something crazy like that, but you've got to put 20 photos of yourself into it. $25, and then probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours later you get an email saying your shots are ready. Some of them are disgusting, they're not on here, they make me look like I'm about, I don't know, 70. So I definitely did not put them on here, but some of them were okay. You know, even something like that, the black and white one you could use. Anyway, that's just a fun one for you. And the other fun one is PFP Maker, which is a profile pic creator. And it's just a fun thing as well. So I'll come back to this in a moment. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. Now, just checking everyone's still with me here. All good. We've got people on Facebook. Let me check your comments. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Deb Hicks. Emails database. Yeah, your email database is your business. So please, if you take nothing from this today, make sure you start building your database. In Gem, we've got a whole system that does that for you. So now I'm going to share screen to my, let me just stop that for a minute. I'm going to share screen and start to show you some of these programs. So just pop a 1 in the comment for me if you have used ChatGPT before or if you have seen it, so that I know how many people would do and don't know what this is. Have you not used it, Kim? Oh, wow. All right, we might use you as an example then. Okay, everyone, most people have. Cool. And how much do we love ChatGPT being a free program? You don't have to pay for this. And the reason we don't pay for this at the moment, unable to load history. Let's see if it's going to do it. I might have to just refresh it because it's been open for a little while. The reason why it's free at the moment is because it's still in learning phase. So it's trying to learn as much as it can. And so the more people input into it, the more it's going to learn. You can upgrade. If you come down here, upgrade to here, you can upgrade to the plus version, which is $20 a month. So sometimes the free plan, when there's really high demand, you can't get on. So there is a paid plan. So Kim, we're going to use you. Saved you so much time. Yep. And it saves us heaps of time on writing those damn emails, because that is not my favorite job. Okay, Kim. So let's say, do you have something like, maybe you're thinking of an article or something for the magazine coming up?
Yes, there is an article. We actually interviewed someone that we need to turn into an article on a near-death experience.
Okay, all right. So shall we ask it? What should we ask it for this? Let's say, can you, write an on, should we just make up a name?
Yeah.
Mary Smith, a woman who had a, and what more can you tell me that I can input here?
Just trying to remember, they were in hospital and they, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. They, I think, became unconscious and had the experience of seeing their guides and angels, and they were spoken to about making a choice, and that it was more of their path to stay, and they regained consciousness, even though the doctors had told them that they were going to die. That's all I can kind of remember.
I'm just going to add some stuff. A mission to now. Let's say also, please, this in the style of, what was that guy's name? Werner Herzog. And Can you write an article on Mary Smith, a woman who had a near-death experience? She was in hospital, became unconscious, and had an experience of seeing guides and angels, and was spoken to about making a choice to come back or not. She chose to come back. She has a mission now to teach others about near-death experiences. Please write this in the style of Werner Herzog, and add a and add a teaching element to the article to ensure people are not afraid of death. How does that sound?
Perfect.
Okay, let's see what ChatGPT can do for us. Just having a little think about that one.
This is so cool.
So I'll read for those that can't see this as it writes. The story of Mary Smith is a tale that will haunt you with its beauty and transcendence. Mary was a simple woman living an ordinary life until fate intervened and thrust her into the realm of the miraculous. In a hospital room, she lay unconscious, hovering between life and death. But in that liminal space, something incredible happened. She had a near-death experience that changed her forever. Mary saw guides and angels who spoke to her and gave her a choice: to stay with them in the afterlife or return to her earthly existence. Mary chose to come back, and ever since she's been on a mission to share her experience with others. She believes that her story can help people overcome their fear of death and embrace the mysteries of life. In the words of Werner, oh, okay, it didn't understand that. Did I say, oh yeah, it was a deep and ecstatic vision of the other world. It was a glimpse into the realm beyond the physical, a place where the soul resides. For Mary, the experience was not frightening, but rather it was liberating. It showed her that death is not an end, but a transition into a new form of existence. Mary's story is a lesson in the beauty of the life and the inevitable, what's that word, of death. Death is not something to be feared, but something to be accepted and embraced. It is a natural part of the cycle of life, and we should not shy away from it. Instead, we should approach it with courage and an open heart, knowing that there is a realm beyond this physical world. Mary's experience teaches us that death is not an end, but a new beginning. It is a chance to reunite with loved ones who have passed before us and to embark on a new journey of growth and spiritual evolution. We should not be afraid of death, but rather we should welcome it as an opportunity to transcend the limits of this physical world and explore the vastness of the universe. In conclusion, Mary's story is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the beauty of life. Her experience of near death and the network error. All right, so we got that far before it dropped out, and that's only because it's not the upgraded version. The upgraded version, you can do great big long stories and go forever and ever. But you can see there that it will write, if you can input that, this here, if I probably did a different prompt and wrote at the beginning of the prompt, please write this article in the style of Werner Herzog. So if I did that, let's just refresh this. Oh, okay, that's my Zoom thing. But you can see what it does for you. So if you were to ask it, please write a series of email headline for that and helps people working in the so if I say, please write a series of email headlines for a spiritual magazine that showcases spirituality and helps people working in the spiritual field build their confidence and business. This also, what other things does your mag showcase? Healthy lifestyle. You're muted.
Healthy lifestyle, diving into the, personal truth, self-development, spiritual development, all things soul related.
Let's put a full stop there. To this. Okay, let's see what it comes up with there. So what I've asked it basically is to write me a series of email headlines. So so that if you were to build a nurture sequence to anyone that was inquiring, these are all the headlines that you could use. So, and some of them are pretty good. Unveiling the secrets of spiritual growth. Our exclusive magazine is here. Unlock your true potential with our spiritual magazine. Subscribe now. Elevate your spiritual journey. Transform your life with our magazine, the ultimate guide to spiritual development. Discover a healthier, happier you. Our magazine is your key. And it's putting the call to action on all of them. You don't have to have a call to action in your email headlines, but it's just because I asked it to. Find your personal truth and purpose with our magazine. And I haven't given it the name of the magazine either. So what I can do now is I can grab one of them. This goes for everybody. You can all do this. It's not just Kim that can do this. You can all do this. Write an email in the of, what is that style called? Let me just grab it here because, no, that's Dr. Zeus.
Be interesting emails.
Yeah.
Just funny.
For this headline. Okay, so we were basically asking it to write a nice STY link. We're basically asking it to write a nice email for this. Bell's Lettres is very polite and professional. So it's great pleasure that we extend our invitation to subscribe to our spiritual magazine. Our publication is more than just a magazine. It's a tool that empowers you to take your spiritual business to the next level. As a spiritual entrepreneur, you understand that the industry is both rewarding and competitive. Demand for spiritual growth and development is on the rise, and our magazine is dedicated to providing you with expert insights and tips to help you stay ahead of the curve. Our magazine is a haven for those seeking to understand and develop their spiritual journey. It offers a plethora of informative articles that are designed to help you grow your business, attract clients, provide spiritual guidance to your customers. Our team of experts has dedicated countless hours to research, study, to bring you the most valuable insights that will empower you to unlock your business's full potential. By subscribing to our magazine, you'll have access to the most up-to-date information, trends, strategies to keep you ahead of the game. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Subscribe to our magazine today, blah, blah, blah. So that is an indication of the email. You could ask it again to write this email in a warm, friendly, funny way. So we could say, listen, can you change the way that's written? That was a bit too
funny to write jokes.
Oh, someone's unmuted.
That ChatGPT come up joke, the type of joke.
Oh, Angela.
That's awesome.
So you can ask it to write it in a different way if that's the way you want it to communicate to your people. And so this is a much more lighthearted, kind of friendly way. So remembering at all times that ChatGPT will do what you want. You just have to be very clear in the prompts that you're giving it. So that's the first one. Now let's grab one of those headlines just for the fun of it. Is there anyone you want me to analyze in particular? Kim, any of those?
Find your personal truth and purpose.
Okay, I'll just take that much of it. And then we're going to go to the next program, which is called Headline Pro. Just get everything out of the way here. I don't want that. Open Headline Studio. Shut that. Oh my God, shut that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that headline in here and analyze it. This is Headline Pro. It's got a score of 58, that particular headline. So it's not an amazing one. You want to, if you can, get your headlines up around 70, 60 minimum, but if you can get up to like 70, 80. So you are, what have we got here? So it will say it's got the right amount of words. It's the right length. It reads at or below the 7th grade level, which is what we want. Clear and concise. If you were to change this headline, so find your personal truth and purpose. And with our, let's change that and see what it does there. We're still 56. So this is Headline Studio. I would recommend, it's free at this stage. If you wanted to, you can see here you're missing out on 7 score boosting suggestions. You have to upgrade to get that. But at this level, it's still good enough. Like I popped a few in this morning and they scored at like 76. Or I think one of them was from one of my posts. I won't get it now because I'd have to open Facebook. But it was one of my latest Facebook post, I think it was. I popped it in and it scored up around 76. So it's a good idea just to chuck them in and just to see where, what your scores are. So that's that. This here is 7th Sense that I was talking about. And this is the one that will do pretty much what Gem does if you're in Gem. It will, it does a little bit more. It can actually, using AI, work out the recipient's best time to let that email drop. So say I always checked my emails at 10 o'clock in the morning. This AI program would know that from my email address. And if you were using it, it would make your email drop in my email box at 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's pretty good. And it will also, if I play that for you.
This is a very important email carrying your newsletter. And this is Sandra. Sandra blew right past your newsletter on Wednesday morning. She only had time to check for last-minute updates before her weekly webinar recording. She'll be doing her research on Sunday evening. Unfortunately, your newsletter will be buried by then. 7 Cents analyzes the historic engagement patterns for each person in your marketing automation platform, then builds an ever-improving model to predict when each subscriber on your list is most likely to engage. Personalized, one-to-one, and available at scale. That means customers like Sandra get your email exactly when they're most likely to engage with it. This is Liam. He's completely available to focus on your email, but since it came to 3 of his colleagues at the same time, Liam's corporate spam filter sent it straight to email hell. Our send time optimization naturally staggers deliveries, so email is far less likely to go to spam, even when emailing many people at the same company. This is Kevin. Kevin just sent out a masterpiece marketing email blast. He really nailed it, and his prospects are eating it up. The problem is, since they're all calling at the same time, his call center is inundated. His reps can't handle the spike in orders. Send time optimization levels out demand, allowing your sales team to avoid spikes and keep up with a steady flow of leads. You can even pause deliveries if you need to throttle demand. 7 Cents, email delivery optimization.
So that's pretty much what that one does. That was the easy way to show you. We in Gem, we do half of that anyway, just naturally is we stagger it. We just don't have the AI that determines that particular person's optimal time. So that's something a little bit different. So then, so that's all your email stuff here. If I come here now to Midjourney, which is an AI image creator, and this might be good, seeing as I worked on Kim's copy for the magazine. This is probably good for the magazine as well, if your person who does your images is not already using it. So there's 2 programs here. DALL-E is the first one to look at. In my opinion, it's not the best one, but it's good. So what it is an image creator from text. So you can type in what you want to see, basically. And once again, with AI, you can say any style. AI knows everything. So just keep that in the back of your mind. They know Salvador Dali style. They know Vincent van Gogh style. They know Andy Warhol. They know all of the styles. They know everything. So you can see here, this is a Van Gogh style painting of American footballer. And then basically all of these. So has anyone got a image prompt? And you can be as weird as you want. Just, you can either just unmute and tell me or drop it into the chat. What do you want to see created in what style? Anyone? Can be weird. It can be a unicorn climbing a tree if you want, in the style of Andy Warhol.
Do that one, Deb.
What?
Do that one.
Do that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just going to generate an image. I don't even know if I've used up all my credits on this. We'll see. There we go. So what we've got here is we've got a unicorn climbing a tree in the painting style of Andy Warhol. If we wanted to go in the style of a realistic photo.
Deb, you get 15 free credits a month.
Oh dear. Okay. I
Yeah.
haven't been here for ages, so I've probably got free credits again. There we go. So I've asked it for a more of a realistic image. So that's DALL-E. And it's as simple as that, typing in a prompt and giving it a style that you want it in. The one that I prefer to work with, I'm just going to stop sharing for a second because I have to change spots for this one. All right, the one that where are we? I've lost you all. Here we go, Zoom. All right, the one that I prefer to work with is called Midjourney. Now, Midjourney operates in 2 separate ways. The creation of the image happens in Discord. So if you're in Gem, you've already got Discord. And then what it will do is it will send your own personal images to the site. You have an account that you log into and all your images are there. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm in Midjourney in Discord here. And if I go to like Newbies 42, which is here, so you can see here, these are the images that it's creating. I do like the images better in Midjourney, seem to be just better images. So what we can ask it now, I want someone to give me something, and you can be as out there as you want. So this one here, white marble sculpture of an Arabian man, half body wearing a garment, blah, blah, blah. So you can see it's done an image of a sculpture. Fat old man, white beard, large face, big belly, summer clothes. All right, so somebody give me an image to generate here. Ultra realistic with a spiritual background, walking towards a camera as if it stepped out of a portal, as if it has stepped. I know that the way I type sometimes doesn't make sense. So what we do is we do this, right? And this is our one here. So we kind of got to remain on this. Now, where did it go? There it is. So you can imagine there's like a million people trying to do this all at once. So we just hold here so that we can see. So you'll see that it's bringing the image to life. On the very final render, this will drop into line. So it will disappear. We got to go hunting for it. So it's still rendering. So it's still bringing it to life at the moment. And on the final render, it'll drop down into position and we'll just go find it. Still see, it's gone. So as soon as it's gone, you know it's ready. And then you've just got to scroll down and hunt for it. That's a nice unicorn that I just saw. Here it is here. So we've got this cassowary. Is that what a cassowary looks like? I don't know.
Yeah.
So what you can do when you get your image, you can actually open it up in a browser if you want, and you can see it like, oh, you can't see that. Sorry. I opened that up in a browser and you couldn't see it. You can ask it to like, this U1 means upscale image number 1 or upscale image number 2. This V1 means give me 4 more versions of that one, or give me 4 versions of this one. So you can ask it to like do extra stuff, you know, go into it a little bit more. So if we go here again.
So Deb, is this free?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's like $100 for a year.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that, I think. So if you had, say you had, let's go / imagine and prompt, you'll see when I show you where all they all land.
So could you use these for Oracle cards?
Yeah, it's what I use for my Oracle cards. Yeah.
Okay.
So say someone give me an Oracle card, somebody who wants to design an Oracle card. Give me an idea of what you want. Anyone?
Well, I'm trying to design abundance cards.
Abundance cards?
Yeah, for abundance. Yeah.
Okay.
But since I've moved up here, I see so much abundance in nature. So it's just doing my head in. I haven't been able to get a theme.
All right, so let's see if it can work something out for us. A tree, let's go. A tree showing abundance. Let's just give it a real basic one and see. If we go a tree showing abundance and see what it comes up with as far as that. So it's either going to show us a tree with an abundance of leaves, or it's going to show us a tree with like coins on it or something like that. But it's just, here we go. So once again, as with any AI program, it's your prompts. So there are people that use this. There's a lot of kind of game designers that use this. And you will see as you go through here, the prompts that they use. Some of them are phenomenal, the prompts that they use. There's like, they're even telling it what, oh, there we go, what camera lens to use, what shutter speed to use, all of that sort of thing. So the more descriptive, so you can see this here, very descriptive. The more descriptive you can be, the better it is. So here's if we have a look at that, we've got a tree here. We've got like money in the tree. These probably do have two, but I can't see close enough. So then you could go upscale number 2. And so if you go upscale, I'm not going to do it here because we'll be too long in here because you can get lost in here. This is like going down a rabbit hole playing with this particular one, but you could upscale that, or you could go give me 4 versions of that, or you could go again and say, give me a tree, because we didn't go ultra realistic with that. So these don't look like real trees. You could go ultra realistic and it would look like a real tree. If you also, if I open my Midjourney, when you do create with Midjourney, then you have an account. So you use Discord as the way to generate the images, and every single image that you create will land in your account here. So you can see the cassowaries are in here. And so you can see some other people use my use my one. This one here is somebody that's making like oracle cards for kids, decks for kids. This is my playing around with my one. And this is like decks for kids. Someone's asked for decks for kids. There we go. So all of your images will land in your account, and then you can just kind of click on it and download the image, whichever one you want. So that is the that's the image creators. I prefer Midjourney to DALL-E. I just think it does better images, and it's working really well at the moment. It's doing some beautiful stuff, and the more you get in there and the more you see what other people are creating and the prompts that they're using, the more you learn how to use it, and the more you learn how to ask it for beautiful prompts. OpenAI, we've got DALL-E. Now the next one is Synthesia. This is the avatar video creator. So this is the avatar video creator. Some of you might have seen the video that I've done with this. It was just done the other day. This is super simple. So in the past, creating a video, a marketing video, would take me pretty much most of the day. It doesn't anymore. You've got these templates up here that you can use. So you can use whatever template you like. You don't have to use a template, but they're the easiest way to do it. So you can just pick a template. Let me just pick this template and show you easily and quickly how this works. You will hit create video. Get us out of the way. To have your avatar, you just come up here and you hit avatar. This is the one I used, but you can see all the avatars here that you can use, all of these avatars. So let's just pop, oh, that's her already in there. Let's pop Santa in there. So we got Santa as the avatar, which I think would be really cute. You could make a video for kids with a message from Santa saying, you better be good. This is Santa speaking, and I've been watching you, so you better behave yourself. And then you can just kind of create whatever you want here. Down here is where you write what you want it to say. So, okay, so hey Tommy, is Santa speaking? I would definitely use this. If my kids were still little, I would definitely have used this. I'm just going to generate it because we don't need to do a whole thing. But let me just show you, if you wanted to add another scene, here's all the different scenes you can choose from in this particular template. So you have a template and it will have all these scenes. So you could add this scene, and then I really mean it. I think we need Santa's voice.
Hey, Tommy, this is Santa speaking. I have been watching you and you better shape up pretty quick if you want any presents.
I really mean it.
Okay. Wrong person on the second slide. Let's put Santa there. So let me just show you, because that there, let's go test. It's going to take 7 minutes to generate. So I'm going to let that generate, and then we're going to come back and we'll have a look at that. That's how easy it is to create a Synthesia video. You can't see it yet. You can't see it the way it is done properly. You can see this one if I open this one and play it.
Welcome to Gem Software, the all-in-one solution for female entrepreneurs. Running a successful business has never been easier with Gem's extensive range of features.
So you can see that that's the way it ends up looking. It's all synced to the sound, and it's basically whatever you type in, it will create for you. It's very fast. It's super cool. If you come in here, if you have, you can actually also, I don't know if I can scoot to the bottom of this, the end of this
Welcome
one.
to Gem Software.
You can also put video in the background.
Account on a yearly subscription, we will issue you a free holiday each year to the destination of your choice. We have over 100 destinations worldwide to choose from. So get your free 14-day trial now and check out all Gem has to offer.
So you can see that you can put a video inside the video as well. So if you were showcasing something, you can do that as well. So this one, Synthesia, is one of my favorite to play with. And I can see the benefit of using this for tutorials, for like short tutorial, how-to tutorials and all of that. If you had a video in the background showing, you know, the steps, steps that they could take, and then you had the avatar actually speaking through it, it would be so much easier and quicker to do that. So I'm going to let Santa create. We're going to have a look at the next one while Santa's doing his thing. The next one is Sound Draw. Now, this is going to be interesting for people that want to do podcasts, that want to do meditations, that want to do activations, that want music that is like your brand song, your theme song, that you can have on the background of your videos. So if you go to create music, you select the mood that you want. It's very, very simple. So you just come here and you select a mood, glamorous, happy, funny, weird, romantic, all of that. So let's just select something. Let's go laid back mood. You select the genre that you want it in. So let's just leave this one here. If you wanted to change the music, you can see how you see here, that's very high, that's very high, that's low, that's medium. You can change it here. So you can go medium here, or you could start off really high here. And then it will go down. Okay, so you can actually, you're in control of how the music fluctuates here. So if I go back, let me see if it's going to let me choose, select the theme. Motivational and inspiring. That's probably what most of you will be doing. So the good thing about this is that it is your own music, because you create it. So you see that I just changed that from being low like that. I can do that here as well. So that's how you control your piece of music. And then once you've created your piece of music, you can download it here. I don't have the paid thing for this, but I'm assuming if you do, this is just free at the moment. If I were to sign up and use the paid program, I could create as long as I wanted. These are just snippets of music. So these are only like 2 minutes. which is okay. If you just want this for a blog, a podcast intro, that's all you need. You just need this little snippet, that's all. So you could just come in here and play around, find the one that you really love, alter it to the way you want it and download it, and you've got your own piece of music that is yours and is nobody else can really duplicate. Now on to the next one. This is the one that Lana and I love. Let me just move us out the way again. It'll start for free, but I have actually got an account here, but let me just see if let's do this. So this one is the one where you would upload a video that you've got sitting somewhere in your, oh, it's got me in here. You've got a video sitting somewhere, and then you would upload a file, a video file, and what it will do is it will divide it up into all the different clips. Now I'm just going to see if I can get somewhere where we can see here I uploaded a file. Now if you're going to do this, don't upload something that's landscape, of course. Upload something that's that you've recorded on your mobile phone so it's the right shape. So for reels, obviously upload. So what you could do is you could have, say, a mobile phone in front of you recording, and you could just record to camera a whole great big speech, and you could just go on a ramble if you wanted. And what it will do is it will pull the gold nuggets out of that, the teaching moments or the quality content. It will pull that out and it will put it into little clips like this. And then you see, so you can choose 3 different styles. You can choose the reel style. You can choose this one, which is more applicable if you're uploading something like this with a PowerPoint, or you can choose the square style. So if I was to, and it will, or you can also choose, not that you can see here because this is all bit done, you can choose what style you want it to sit in and how you want the text to show up on here as well.
But it's really good when you do Facebook Lives and things like that, because if you do like a 10-minute Facebook Live and you want to just pull out the main points, and it's really quick.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's designed to create those little snippets so that you can use it for advertising or for content on social media. This is Otter AI, and this is for those people that like have team meetings or studying, any of that. It will write the notes of the video for you. It will do all the graphs and everything. It's actually way more comprehensive than just writing notes. If we had it on here, it would be writing all of this. So you can see here it's keeping track of everything everyone's saying. It'll write a summary of the meeting. And you can have a student's one, or you can have like a business one. It's not something I use, but it's another AI program that I think would be awesome for people that are either studying or that do run kind of meetings, if meetings is your thing. It's also probably awesome if you're doing training videos and you want a transcription of everything. So rather than giving it to a VA to transcribe, just use this and it will just transcribe as you're going. And so then at the end of it, you've got a transcription of it, and you can just cut the bits out that you want of that as well. So that's Otter AI, which is another good one. Where are we now? This one here. This is GPT Boss. This is your virtual staff. Now you can see that it says here it's only 65 days old. It's brand new. And this is where you can create staff members. So if I wanted to add, this is my staff member here. If I wanted to add a staff member, I just click on here and I can select the employee I want depending on what their skill set is. Now, before, when you set this up, what you do is you input all the information about your business. So you let this AI program know what your business is, how long it's been in operation, what it does, who the avatar is, all of that sort of thing. So this program knows your business. These staff members know your business. And so then if I wanted, And if I wanted a marketing manager, or if I wanted a copywriter, a product manager, let's have a look, business coach, let's grab one of them, a therapist, or maybe some alien intelligence. That would be cool. Need some alien intelligence. Let's have a look at this lady. She's a sales coach. So I've got a sales coach here. Now, if I needed, I could chat to her. So I might chat to her. Okay, so I've just asked her a question and I'm going to send it to her. Now she's going to, with the knowledge of my business that she has, because we've input all this, and her specific sales knowledge, she'll answer that question and give me kind of specific ideas. So it's good to have a few of these virtual staff members on team. So what I've asked her is, can you advise me on the best way to generate more sales for a coaching program that uses GEM software? And she's given me some ideas here. So utilize email marketing, host webinars, run targeted ads, partner with other businesses, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know what the therapist, I've never actually asked the therapist anything, but it would be funny to ask my my therapist. I don't have a therapist on team, but there is a therapist on team if you want. So these are your virtual staff members. I just have played around. I've got a business coach. A search engine optimization specialist is a good one to have, because they can give you keywords, key phrases, all of that to optimize your website or optimize your sales funnels. Lead gen specialist is good. Sales coach is good too. So that's the Boss, GPT Boss, which is another AI program. This is the fun one, the try it on. This is what it looks like. And this is the one that does all the headshots for you. So you can provide any photo, as you can see in the example here. You can provide this photo and then you can ask it to produce the headshot examples, and it will produce images like this. It really is quite awesome, actually. It saves you going out for a photo shoot, paying a photographer, paying the hair and makeup artist, all of that. So to get 100 headshots, oh, it's less than what I paid. All you do is, obviously, you pay your $17 and you upload around about 20 images, any images of you. So the more different facial expressions, the better. It gives the AI program more to work with. And then you choose, I'll just see if it will let me go in and show any, oh, wait a minute. What was that bit there? Then you choose what style of photos you want, and you can choose as many styles as you want. It's not going to let me unless I pay again, but you can choose, oh, I just want casual. I want like photos for business. I want, you can choose. It's got like, I don't know, 10 or 12 different styles of photos that you can have. It's worth just to play. Here we go. Here's some examples of it. So this is the photo that was provided. These are the shots that she got back. It's fucking awesome. This is the photo that was provided. These are the shots she got back. So you can choose shots like this, like I want a professional branding photo shoot for my website, things like that. Worth playing with. For $17, I would give it a go. It's a bit of fun. And then what have we got here? Then the other one, the last kind of fun one, which is a bit more lame than that one, is free. You just upload a photo, and then so if I uploaded a photo, and then it will give you kind of profile pictures. Don't know if it's going to let me upload a profile picture, but it just puts it in a nice background, or basically it just puts it in a nice background like this. So you can see it'll put your picture, it'll have a nice background. You can choose from all different backgrounds and things like that. It's free. It didn't cost me anything to play with that one, but there you can see an example of what it does. You can have different backgrounds on your profile pic. So that's just a fun one. The other one's more fun. The other one, the AI one, is more fun than that one. So we just save. Oh, let's see if Santa's ready. It's going to save a heap.
Hey, Tommy, this is Santa speaking. I have been watching you, and you better shape up pretty quick if you want any presents. I really mean it.
I would have definitely used that. When my kids were little, I would have made that for sure and said, oh, Santa sent you a video. He's seen how naughty you've been. But it's cool. It's a great thing to play around with. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you, for those of you that are not in GEM, and for those of you that are in GEM that don't know about this yet, we have we're bringing out more and more AI into GEM. So currently we've got the AI content creator, and I think we've dropped it into the social media planner so far, but it's going into the blog creator and it's going into your email creator as well. So you'll be able to do it direct from inside GEM. So if I come in here, someone asked this morning on how do we get it to work? So if I come into my social media scheduler, there are two ways I can do it. I can do it directly from here. So if I create a new post, I can just go straight to Content AI. And so I might want my content title to be, and so I'm just going to write a brief thing that's not going to be very good. Hey, sister, how would you like to? Okay, so I've just written that. It's really basic and very short. And so my content just says, hey, sister, how would you like to boost your business? We have the all-in-one software that can help you, plus a heap of other really cool things like a free website and a holiday. Now, if I want to put keywords, this was the question from someone today. With keywords, all I'll do is put holiday, spell it properly. Now, usually with keywords, we put a comma and then we write the next keyword, right? It won't work like that. So if you put in the keyword holiday, press enter. It took me a little bit to work that out because I was playing with this. It came out a few days ago. So to put the keywords in, you just put the word, press enter, and it will go in. Here, you can select your writing tone. So you can go funny, casual, excited, feminine, masculine, bold, dramatic, grumpy, secretive, persuasive. So I'm going to choose persuasive. There we go. And you can ask it for variations, however many variations you want. Currently it's set default to 3 variations. So if I go generate content, it's going to take what I wrote. Hopefully it's going to make it better than that. And then it will give me 3 variations of it. So let's have a look. So here are my variations. So, hey, sister, ready to take your business to the next level? Get started with GEM all in one, blah, 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 with a free website and holiday bonus. Don't miss out. GEM offers all-in-one software package that can help with throwing in a free website and holiday on top of it. Get started today. And get started today with GEM's all-in-one software and get a free website plus a holiday. Unlock the potential of your business and start building success now. So it gives you 3 variations of what you wrote. All I do, if I go, yeah, I like this one, this is the best one, I just copy it, it lands over here, and then I press continue. And what it's done is it's taken it and it's put it in my social media scheduler. And so now I just click which accounts I want it to go to and unclick the ones that I don't want it to go to, like that. So I've got all my accounts that it's going to, and here I would just add an image. Let's just add any old image will do. And so there we go. We've got our AI content creator has taken my very lame content. It's given me 3 options of this is better. So I've chosen one of those 3 options. It's also hashtagged the words, the keywords I put in there as well. And it's created the posts for all the different pages. Now I can either post that right now, and I'm not going to because it will just go out to all of my socials right now, or I can click on schedule a post and then I can select, oh, I want it to go out on Friday at such and such a time, and hit schedule post. So that's the first step of our own internal AI, and how you use it. It's super, super simple, but it is really, it is a really cool little feature. Soon it's going to be here in the blog creator. So you're going to have the option here of creating a new blog, and then having the content, the AI content creator tweaking it or putting the input in and having it create the blog for you. And the other place that you're going to see this show up is in your marketing and emails. You're going to have the content creator, the AI content creator, in your emails. So rather than going to ChatGPT and creating the emails and then bringing them across, you can do it all within the system here. So these are new features that are on their way, that are coming on their way. So they're the new features. So we're incorporating AI. They're the 3 that I know of that are coming up, but I'm sure landing page copy is coming. Website page copy is coming. So, and that would be where you can input kind of what you want to say on the landing page and have the AI creator make it more awesome. And then I guess the options on that would be in different styles, different voices. You know, do you want it persuasive? Do you want call to action? All of that. So currently it's social media scheduler. It's coming to blog. It's coming to emails. And I think I heard a rumor that it's coming to landing page, website page as well. So that will be super awesome when that happens. If you're not already a GEM member, I don't know if there's anyone on that's not a GEM member. I think most of you are. But if you are not, or if you are watching this, the replay, and you're not yet a GEM member, we're just so reminding you all that we offer a free concierge service. So that means if you sign up and you sign up to get this incredible software, then we will create for you either a one-page website with full automation, and that's emails and the whole works, or a sales funnel. If you are a GEM member and you have not yet claimed your free concierge service, hello. Do it. You're getting about $5,000 worth of freebies by doing that. So if you have not yet claimed your free concierge website or funnel, do it. If anyone is watching this and they're going in up until Monday, then I'm gonna extend the holiday offer for you. So if anyone's watching the masterclass, either in the group here or watching the replay in the group, or if you're on right now and you're not yet a GEM member and you want to go in, if you go into the 14-day trial before Monday, then we will, Angel will be in touch and we'll offer the holiday for you. We have 100 destinations to choose from. It's no catch holiday. There's no having to sit through presentations, nothing. You can go anywhere in the world you want. We just like to give stuff away. And so that's the website, but I'll drop that in the group here as well. Okay, see you everyone.